Welcome to After the Shoot, a podcast where we take a peek behind the lens to get inspired by the stories, challenges, and ideas of some of the most successful photographers in the business. I'm Justin Benson from Aftershoot, an AI culling and editing software that helps give photographers like you your time back, so you can focus on what you do best while our magical unicorns take care of the most boring and time-consuming parts of your job. I'll be your host for this podcast, and I'm so excited to have you here as we talk with some of my favorite creators.
For me, as I am as a personality, I connect with my clients a lot by sharing the same value, the same style, whatever we love in life. We are really the same values. The way to attract this type of clients goes beyond just showcase photos.
On this episode of After the Shoot, we're joined by the amazing, incredible Lilly Red. Lilly is one of those people that enters a room and you know she's there. She's so unique and so exciting and funny. I just love spending time with her, and I think you will too. In this episode, we're gonna discuss all of the ways that she really harnessed her uniqueness. She is an incredible person who has such eclectic and amazing taste, and she allows her own personality to shine through her images unlike any other. I highly recommend tuning in, checking out her work, and enjoying today's episode, Harnessing Your Uniqueness with Lilly Red. Enjoy the show. Hey everyone, Justin from Aftershoot here. Welcome to the Aftershoot podcast. And I am so excited to be interviewing the amazing, the fantastic Lilly Red.
Nice to meet you. Ciao, ciao.
Thank you so much for joining us here. So we're obviously in probably one of the coolest locations. We have alpacas and llamas and all sorts of things hanging out here in Peru. And I wanted to take a little bit of time today on our podcast to just talk about you, the amazing photographer, and how you harness your uniqueness. So before we get too deep into it,
okay, that was deep question.
I want to go straight into the fluff. So how did you get started in photography?
So let's say I'm an artist. In my life, I've always been an artist. I'm the black sheep of my family because everybody's an engineer, and it happened I'm an artist. And, I thought that because I'm an artist, I didn't have any future in my life because, you're supposed to work in an office forever. Instead, I want to prove to everybody that even if I'm an artist, I can make a successful career, and I ended up to be a photographer. So it was a great start. My beginning is not that fancy. I started because I needed money.
Yeah.
And it happened the opportunity of my friends getting married, and they say, hey, I saw you taking picture of cakes, very famous cake photographer.
A cake photographer.
A cake photographer, wow. They point. And, I think a lot of photographers start like that. You have a friends of a friends that see your photography something. And, I didn't like weddings at that point because, I have the idea of weddings like to be like my mom, picture,
wait.
very
I have to
standard.
pause you. So
yes,
you took pictures of cakes.
Yeah.
Yes. Did you just go out looking for cakes to take photos of, or did someone say, "Hey, can you come take pictures of this bakery"?
No, unfortunately, it wasn't pay. It was just for passion, I bake and styling and take photos. So that's the beginning of Lilly Red, being a photographer, thinking about maybe somebody one day is going to pay me, but it's very hard to be paid on the food photography compared to wedding when they come and say, hey, we're going to pay you €500 for 1 day of wedding. I was like, yes, I'm gonna be a wedding photographer. Or at least I try, even if the idea wasn't that standard. What if I miss the exchange of the ring? What if I miss this and that? And what I love about wedding is that the couple ask me what to do since day one. And I felt empowered about wow, people trust me.
Yeah.
And since that was the thing, the click for me. They said they trust my vision. I can be myself. I'm going to make it a career.
That's amazing. Okay, so you went from cakes to weddings. And that's probably the most interesting transition I've heard of. So cake photography to wedding photography.
Yes.
And so when you started wedding photography, were you based in Italy? Where were you based when you started weddings?
I was living in Doha, Qatar.
Okay.
And it was very hard doing wedding there because there's no wedding there. the wedding is very strange. So I remember I learned it's the time before Instagram. So how you learn without the opportunity to be a second photographer to do a wedding, I just online courses.
Okay.
Online
Wow.
courses in English, that my English was very bad because, I'm from Italy and I didn't learn English until I moved abroad in Doha, Qatar. And from there, I started to photograph wedding in Italy because I have friends there and connection.
Wow.
And then from there, I expand all
Now
around
you're all over the world, and it's incredible. Photographing weddings in Italy and then all over the world. So cakes, weddings, Italy.
Chairs.
So you're a chair photographer.
But this is just for myself. I'm
Okay.
still obsessed about chairs. I saw chairs there. I'm going to take photos after.
They're beautiful chairs.
Okay.
This chair is actually metal.
Is great too.
I'm shocked by this chair. So, all right, that's amazing. So you've literally just like kind of created your own path.
Yes.
And that leads me to like the most important thing to me that I wanted to chat about today is you are a unique individual. So I've gotten to experience you for just over a year now. So I got to see all the ins and outs. I went to your workshop in Lake Como, Italy, which, by the way, was absolutely incredible. Probably one of the best workshops.
It was fun.
And so that workshop really led me to this podcast because when I was sitting there, we had it was probably, I think you'll correct me, but it was like a 1980s-ish style Vogue
1000%.
bathing suit. So like this shoot was so beautiful. It was like we had 4 models.
Yes.
They were chewing bubble gum. They had 1980s vintage Vogue.
Absolutely.
They had old glasses and bathing suits and everything. Vintage ice cream. And it was like you went above and beyond and created this beautiful space.
Yes.
And so I saw that and I said, there's not a lot of people who can do that, right? Like you could go do a styled shoot.
Yes.
Like I could say, okay, I'm going to go build something that I think is going to be really cool for photographers that like they'll take pictures of and they'll never be able to translate to anything. But you've been able to, unlike most people, take that passion and harness that unique ability you have and you incorporate it into your real life clients' work.
Yes.
They come to you because you are so unique and special. So how did you do that? Like what was step 1 to going, okay, I am unique and I want to harness this uniqueness and go further?
Step 1 is the most difficult thing you can do in your life as an artist is embrace yourself. Why so hard? Because we are afraid to be judged. We are afraid that what is going to be the result? What if the people are not going to like? Or you're afraid that it's so different that maybe it goes into like, what I am doing. But I am tired to be like somebody else. Like in the beginning of my career, I was looking at the other photographer, the successful one, which is good to take a look.
Yeah.
But I was about to copy, not take inspiration, and that's bothered me so much as a person because I'm an artist and I started to don't like anymore photography because I was doing something that is supposed to be done instead of do something that I really, really, really love. So go back to this photo shoot. Like for me, what inspired me the most is the past. Instead to go to look, and something that I always say to people to do, take a look about what is the culture, what is the experience, what makes you happy in life. And for me, like where I grew up in Italy, is a place that I always been surrounded by art, by old time, and I had to give, I say grazie to my parents for that. Something that I always like, my parents are not teaching me anything, but you grow up and everything makes sense, right? And even this photo shoot was 80s inspired. I put together pieces. I went to the old market with my parents. I asked them what they think. And the end result of everything is always do something that makes you happy. That's it. Like always learn from the other, always see what is trending. And like right now there is flash trends and there is a vintage camera. And I say to myself, okay, Lily, incorporate to your work, but don't put yourself on the side. You still you have your style, bring those elements, but not eliminate yourself, who you are. So that's my motto.
That's amazing because when I started my photography journey, I didn't like to look at other people's work because I either compared myself and said,
Yes.
oh, I'm not as good, or I looked at it and said, oh, I want to do what they did. I'm going to learn how to do what they did.
Yes.
And even to this day, I still, like, I've adapted and adjusted, and I've
Yeah.
brought in different techniques from different people, and I try and put my own spin on it. But it's very easy for us as creatives to say, okay, this is what I want my images to look like, so I'm going to do what that person did, and then you're just replicating instead of creating, which
because our brain is a lazy bear. They go like, oh, this is done. Oh, I replicate. You know, you have to say, no, that's not good.
Exactly.
Be yourself.
And that's
be yourself.
And that's why it's so important, and that's why I'm so honored to have you here and chatting about this, because I, like I said, I think you are so unique and individual. If any of you ever have the chance to go watch Lilly speak, go to one of her workshops, attend one of her events, or just meet her in person. I mean, her outfits, everything, it's just unique. She's just her. And so that brings me to your clients.
Yes,
So
exactly.
how do you find your clients? What do they look at you? You know, again, you said early on, you kind of, we're always worried people are going to judge us.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
And you are creative. I'm the black sheep in my family too.
So,
so we're the black sheeps, right? And so how do we just go out and be us and still attract clients? Does anyone ever like come in and say, oh, she's like over the top?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm 1000% agree and let it go if we don't match. I think showcase who you are is a great thing to do, you know, with social media. Thank you. But it's also repelling the clients that are not connected with you. And for me, as I am and the personality, like I connect with my clients a lot by sharing the same value, the same style, whatever we love in life. We are really the same values. The way to attract this type of clients goes beyond just showcase photos. For me, is also showcase who I am, the personality, showcase to clients that I'm the person that they can trust, showcase to the clients that I'm the person that brings them the experience. Because, for example, 99 of my clients are American. They come to get married in Italy. And so I'm not just there to take a photo on a wedding day. They can ask me where to go eat. They can ask me where's the best place to go shopping, where to stay. And it's like everything is building on trust. And it's something that, like, on a wedding day, we're friends.
Yeah.
And this is the best.
That's the best.
Like, we do whatever we want. Yes, thank you.
Lilly, we trust you. Do everything you want to do. Absolutely. So I think it's important to just to harness you, right? And if you get those clients and they don't book you, that's okay.
That's okay.
Because you'll find the ideal ones. Now, when you have that sort of prowess behind you, so you are the Lilly Red. Like, I come to you because you are Lilly Red.
Yes.
And I want you to work with me. So because they kind of get that distinction, that honor to be photographed by Lilly Red, I guess that comes at a premium. So you don't have to, you can charge a little bit more.
I do.
To give up for those clients that didn't book you because you've created an experience.
I do, yes. It's like they don't question about, okay, why you're 3 times more expensive than all the photographers around. Is because I know that I am giving all of myself. Like, 1000% of myself. I know that I'm problem solving, you know, they're late, the boat is not coming, I need to take a photos in 5 minutes, divide by the videographer. So it's like everything I say to myself when I'm on a wedding day, they pay for me for this reason. I'm a professional, I'm Lilly Red, and give you everything I have to give them amazing photos.
That's perfect. And I love that, because I know so many people are going to be sitting here watching this, listening to this, and they're going to say, yeah, I understand. She photographs like rich people, rich American weddings in Italy. Of course, you can charge a premium, but that's not true. No. I mean, that's literally, as you said that, I was sitting and saying, okay, I'm in Connecticut and I don't have a lot of luxury weddings in my area, but there's definitely people who would pay a premium to have me photograph their wedding because of the experience.
Exactly.
I'm not just your average photographer. I'm giving that 1000% and going further.
My clients are not that standard luxury.
Absolutely.
They are very niche into what I love. Like, they're luxury in a way that they value the experience, which I think nowadays the new luxuries where the freedom of where people are going to spend the money on it.
Absolutely.
So I'm here for you.
I love it. That's amazing. Okay, so that was absolutely incredible conversation
Love
with
it.
Lilly Red. Just a quick shout out because we're on the Aftershoot podcast. I do want to mention that you have your AI profile in Aftershoot.
Yes.
It's incredible. Someone actually just posted in the Facebook community and said, this is the best thing ever. It
Use
looks
it.
like my style. It's incredible.
Use
I've
it.
been using it because I love the look so much. It's just a really true, beautiful look.
It
so
is.
how did that come to fruition? How did you design that style?
So I love this question. And actually, this is very interesting because when I talk with my clients, I also talk about editing. And it comes that I always say to my clients, I want something that is timeless. I want something that they're going to see the photos in 20 years and they go like, okay, it's us, it's me. I want something that is a base, and then you can tweak based on like the sun is cloudy. You photograph in California compared to Mexico. Like you need to always give this little bit of skin tone. Like I'm super picky with the skin tone. So how I come up with the preset, I wanted something that is universal, timeless, but also with a fashionable and Lilly Red touch. You know, you can tweak if this is something that you go like, that's the beauty of it. It's always, I tweak every time I preset. I do it and like adjustment, good to go.
I actually use it straight up, so I don't even tweak on it.
Well,
I just run it through and I'm like, this is perfect. Like, it's incredible.
I'm
so
excited.
We're so blessed to have you, as part of the Aftershoot family.
I
want
am
to thank you
excited.
for taking some time out of this amazing trip
I mean,
to come sit with me and chat. And we're so excited to see all the amazing things that you do in the future. So thank you so much. If anyone wants to find out more, then you can go follow. You can go follow Lilly Red on Instagram, on the internet.
Everywhere.
Go follow her everywhere. You're gonna do another workshop in Lake Como, I'm hoping. So
well, maybe in Italy or worldwide.
Somewhere.
Everybody's asking.
I know. So it was an incredible workshop. Yeah, we're in Peru now. We never know where the next workshop is going to be, but definitely be sure to stay tuned to that workshop.
For sure.
It was unlike any workshop I've been to. Like I said, the details, the design, everything. It was so incredible. I was attending as Aftershoot.
Yes.
And I had my camera out taking photos over people's shoulders because I was like, I want to hang these on my wall because they're just perfect. I want to hang these photos on my wall, which is such an honor. So thank you so much, Lilly.
Grazie mille.
And thank you guys so much for listening. Be sure to tune in for the next episode of the Aftershoot podcast.
Ciao.
Thanks for tuning in to After the Shoot. Got any burning questions for today's guest? Or just want to keep the conversation going? Drop us a comment if you're on YouTube, or join the Aftershoot community to share your thoughts. You can find the link in the description. Make sure you subscribe to get notified as soon as we drop the next episode. And trust me, you don't want to miss it. And if you like this episode, I'd love it if you gave us a rating or a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you're watching this podcast. See you next time.